Doctor.
What is going on, everybody? This is Dirk Griggity with a brand new Who Gives a Shit. You know, Gears 5 has been a very popular topic in this gaming community the last few days. There's been a few positives, but mostly negative. And why is it Gears is getting so much negativity? I just have no idea. Maybe it's because they didn't show much of the campaign at E3. Maybe it's because people don't like the rollout. I don't know. This game is getting more hate than it should. But I really think that Gears 5 is the beginning of Xbox having quality exclusives again. Because we all know how the last couple years was. Those low-rated Metacritic games. But I believe Gears is going to at least be in the mid to high 80s. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the Xbox dude in me that really thinks that. But there's been a few things surrounding Gears that I wanted to talk about. And this is what's on my mind, but first thing is the cigarette stuff. The reason I didn't talk about that cigarette stuff, I never did a video, it's because I don't give a shit. And then you're hearing people saying because of the cigarette stuff, they're going to censorship the gore, and it's going to be so much censorship in Gears 5. And if you saw that multiplayer trailer yesterday, shut your ass up, because gore is in there. Actually, it's more gorier than it has ever been. I've ever seen Gears as gory as it was in that trailer. But the second thing I've seen is the lack of advertising. People saying they're not advertising Gears. Listen, let's be honest. Microsoft hasn't advertised well this generation. And Gears 5 is no exception. But I will say this. Just like a big movie, they advertise the closer it gets to release. So maybe they will advertise it more. They already said they don't really do advertising on TV. But I do believe they're advertising great on social media. Now, the next thing I hear people crying about is the motion capture cutscenes. I heard someone say they only doing 5 to 6 motion capture cutscenes. And true, Rod Ferguson said this. But if you people do your research, Gears has always had motion capture. It was just separate from the voice acting. They had some stunt guys do the motion capture, voice actors do the voice acting. For Gears 5, for 5 or 6 scenes, Rod Ferguson said he needed these scenes to be emotional. So he had the voice actors to do the motion capture for 5 or 6 scenes. People, please do your research before you start talking shit. Now, the other thing is something I already mentioned, the lack of campaign footage being shown off so far. Now, this is something that does bother me personally, because at E3 2018, they actually showed a little bit of campaign footage. This year, they haven't shown any. We'll see what happens. Now, the last thing is a positive that nobody's talking about is this game being 4K 60 frames per second. I'm not sure if it's native 4K, but they're saying 4K 60 frames per second throughout the campaign and the multiplayer. How come no one is talking about this? How come no one is talking about how Gears 5 is 4K 60 frames per second? We know early in the generation, everybody was talking about 60 frames per second. Everybody was talking about 1080p, 900p. But now we get nothing. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I believe Gears 5 is going to be a damn good game. I believe it's going to be a good game. I believe they're taking their time with this game. It took them pretty much 2 years to make Gears 4. For them to make Gears 5 in pretty much 3 years. I think the game is going to be good. I had someone on Twitter tell me that Gears 5 is going to be a AA and not a AAA. Listen, if that guy happened to listen to this video, do me a favor. Go to your bathroom, look in your mirror, and smack the shit out yourself. Gears 5 will definitely be a AAA game, y'all. But listen, before I get out of here, I want to say this one more time. Maybe it's just the Xbox in me. Shit, excuse me. But I believe Gears 5 is the beginning of quality exclusives for the Xbox brand. Maybe that's just me. But I am about to get my black ass out of here. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble upon my channel and think I'm decent enough, why don't you subscribe? All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love.